I'm pretty annoyed about something. And you're going to find out now. What is going on, YouTube? How are we doing? Brightening up for your weekend, I hope. I am not feeling as bright because some news hit the internet this week. And long story short, I think a lot of people are going to figure out what I'm talking about, even just by saying what hit in the last couple of days. And that is the Super Smash Bros. Final DLC character was revealed. And lo and behold, everyone, it was Sora from Kingdom of Hearts. Congratulations to Sora and to the Kingdom of Hearts and to all the fans out there that really, really hoped for him. Not me, though. He was not what I wanted. Seriously, I got incredibly annoyed that he got picked. I don't understand why, but that was before I actually heard deeper down the rabbit hole about what was going on behind the scenes. And from what I understood, it was Sora was not part of Smash Brothers before now, due to the fact that Nintendo and Disney had to agree on a settlement that they could bring Sora into the Smash Brothers universe, which means Sora will now have to be part of a Nintendo franchise. And they must have finished this up probably about a week ago, and then the reveal of this came about to us. They even advertised that it was a character that none of us would expect that would be in this game, because it was one of those characters that was like very far down the ranks that would have taken a fair bit of effort to get to. So in all of that understanding, I have respect for the fact that the character is in the game. Not going to be judgmental about it that much. So once again, congratulations to Sora. Congratulations to Kingdom Hearts. Congratulations to Nintendo and Disney for coming up with a great settlement. So, welcome to Smash Brothers, Sora. But the fan community is pretty much straight down the middle about all this as well. Like, there are fans who are like overjoyed, and there are fans who are not very impressed. Me being one of them. I had high hopes for other characters. I had high hopes for even one particular character that could probably get into the game. Which is why I am leading into today's countdown, my top 10 of my personal opinion. Again, this is my top 10 characters that should be in Super Smash Bros. Hopefully, if this countdown takes off, there probably will be something along the lines that these characters should be featured in future Smash Brothers games. I'm hoping you will all agree with me on this. So let's get into this countdown. Let's have some fun. So this is the beginning of the countdown, and we will begin at number 10. I'm going to go along with the fans symmetric of what they wanted more than anything to be in Super Smash Bros. And that is the character Waluigi. Waluigi is, well, basically, I don't really know a lot about Waluigi, but I do agree with most of the fans of this character that he does get thrown around a bit too much. He's in the game, but he's a support trophy. So he just assists. He's not playable. And so I do agree that Waluigi should have a role in this game because, well, he's a character that was designed by Nintendo. It's got the same similar characteristic features like Mario, Luigi, and Wario. So, yeah, I'm inclined to say that I agree with the fans of this character that he should be part of this countdown. And yeah, I think he's a character that should be in Smash Brothers games in the future. So fingers crossed for Waluigi. Coming in at number 9 is the heroine character from the Tomb Raider video game series, Lara Croft. Yes, she could be an interesting character in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. She's been around for quite some time, in the very, very late 90s. So you think that being a popular franchise ever since since back then, you would think that a feminine character like her would actually throw a punch, and she's got a very good artillery of weapons and skill that would throw a new balance into the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. So, and don't forget, she's pretty strong. If she's able to do what she's able to do in the video games, like she should be considered a character to come into Smash Bros. Hopefully in the future. So, fingers crossed for Lara Croft. This character may bring up a very interesting debate for number 8. Hey, that rhymed. This is Bubsy the Bobcat. Bubsy was part of the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive franchises in the mid-90s, and he had a very interesting characteristic to be brought into the video gaming franchise. Bubsy's one of those characters that's very agile. He can float like that a bit. He's known to jump around a bit. I don't know what kind of attack features he could have. Probably the claws, like a cat. And the one thing I like about Bubsy as well is, if you remember in the old video game franchises, is all the different ways that he loses a life, and some of the witty comments. I mean, Bubsy, what would you? I mean, Bubsy, would you agree that you would actually want to be in the Smash Brothers franchise one day?
What could possibly go wrong?
Now, a lot of classic retro gamers will agree with me on this pick for number 7, and it is Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd was around for the early standards of the Sega Master System gaming console back in the late 80s, early 90s. Alex Kidd was the very first game that was ever brought onto the Sega franchise. He was meant to be the poster kid until Sonic the Hedgehog overtook it. But Alex Kidd still holds a memorable place in all of our young hearts in us adults. Alex Kidd has powers that not a lot of other characters would have. Like, his punch is very, very powerful. He has the skills of Junkenpong, and like all the items as well that he could use throughout the game were very useful, like the motorbike, the helicopter, and the power ring. Now imagine some of those being used as his power-up move for the final smash attack. Alex Kidd, hopefully one day you'll be brought into the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Now many of you would think that, you know, bringing the Disney franchise crossing over into Nintendo was a very interesting step forward in video gaming relationships, and I agree with that. But I think they could have done better than Sora. I mean, what about Mickey Mouse? That's my entry for number 6. Mickey Mouse had various games in the past, going back to the early 90s, with games like Castle of Illusion, Land of Illusion, World of Illusion, Mickey Mania. They were some of the best video games I played as a child. They were like variously well sorted out, detailed plots to the games. And Mickey had very good skills, like he uses his backside to beat the enemies in in Castle Illusion, Land of Illusion. World of Illusion, he had that magical cake that goes whoop. Mickey Mania, throwing marbles and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'd say give Mickey a chance. Like, if you want the Disney franchise to come forward, put Mickey in it as well, I guess. Now we're rounding off into the top 5 now, and at number 5 is Kasumi from Dead or Alive. Kasumi is the main character of the Dead or Alive franchise, and I believe that with the exceptional fighting skills that she has as part of the Dead or Alive series, she should be given a seat in the Smash Brothers franchise. Dead or Alive's been passed around through all different sorts of video game consoling genres. I mean, there's been extreme amount of controversy, I would have to say, because of the explicit content kind of games that were created for the Dead or Alive franchise. But let's just not think about that. Let's think about the fighting statistics of these characters. Kasumi is strong, she's agile, she is very highly skilled. It seems that you cannot pass up on putting Kasumi into this gaming franchise and make her part of Smash Brothers. I hope you all agree with me on that. And at number 4, we have another entry, I would have to say, from the Donkey Kong franchise. I think that should be given more of a chance at having a shot at the Smash Brothers franchise. It is Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong was one of the heart of Donkey Kong Country 2 and Donkey Kong Country 3. Donkey Kong Country 2 is one of my most favorite Nintendo games of all time. And when Dixie Kong was brought into the franchise, I thought that was like, it was a brilliant idea. I mean, she's a monkey with long blonde hair and she could spin around like a helicopter. Definitely, that's one of the ways she would get back up if she fell off the platform of the game. And definitely she would rock out her guitar to make it like a very powerful finishing move, I would say. And yeah, Dixie Kong should be given an opportunity. I mean, if K. Rool can have a shot at the franchise, why can't she? So yeah, Dixie Kong, I would say that she would have to be considered for the future of the Smash Brothers franchise. Alright, you can debate with me as much as you want, but what I picked for number 3 should actually make things interesting. But I think either Goku from Dragon Ball Z or Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia deserve a spot in the Smash Brothers franchise. Now, I know they have their own little crossover adventure in that jump game, but here is my reason why they should be part of this franchise in Super Smash Brothers. If you can have any character from Street Fighter, or from Tekken, or any other particular franchise that's outside the Nintendo franchise, then why doesn't Goku or Midoriya count? Because their fighting games on the consoles are just as successful these days. You have to see it for yourself. They are going strong. And I think they deserve a spot. Don't judge me on this, but if you're going to bring a character from Disney in, you could bring a character from a Japanese animation as well. And here we are at number 2. Everyone, I think you can all agree with me on this one. Why haven't we given a spot to Crash Bandicoot? Crash Bandicoot is a symbolic character of the video gaming franchise ever since the PlayStation was first brought out. Mario and Sonic are together in this franchise. Crash Bandicoot now deserves a spot, wouldn't you agree? I mean, look at the crazy characteristics he could bring into the game. His spinning attack and just jumping on characters and like who can ever forget his scare cry, like wah! I mean, come on, Crash has got to have a shot at this, and he's bringing the franchise for his games back up ever since they brought out number 4. And the Insane Trilogy, everything got remade, yes, but I think Crash deserves to have a spot on the roster. Okay, before I get to number 1, I'll give you 2 honorable mentions that I considered, but I did not want to include in the list. But because I introduced Japanese anime characters into this, I thought of every aspect. And 2 particular characters I chose. One was a Marvel character, Deadpool, and the other one from the DC comics, Joker. But I tossed them aside because they're both like, you know, they could be part of the franchise, but some of their characteristics are a bit too over the top, I think, for Smash Brothers conduct. So it may happen in the future, I don't know, but it was just a thought. But they didn't make the countdown. Okay, we are at my number 1. And I bet you're all going to want to pick a fight with me because of my particular choice for the number 1 spot on who should be in Super Smash Brothers in the future. Like it or not, it's Shadow the Hedgehog. Okay, I bet you're all wanting to pick a fight with me now because I said that, but here is my reason why he has to be part of the Super Smash Brothers franchise. Mario and Luigi, similar characters. Ken and Ryu, similar characters. You have got a number of characters in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise that have a doppelganger kind of character. Why can't Sonic have it? Sonic is just as much of the video game franchise as any other character that is part of it. Yes, Sonic and Nintendo had to make agreements so that Sega could share the rights. However, don't just put one character in there from Sega. Put more in there. We need more Sega characters in there. That's why I suggested Alex Kidd before. but Shadow the Hedgehog is far more deserving to be a character in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Why did I not pick Tails or Dr. Robotnik? It's simple. Start with Shadow so that we have something that is similar to Sonic. That's my choice. Shadow the Hedgehog, you are the winner. You will always be a winner in my countdown. And on that note, that concludes the countdown for my top 10 picks of which characters should be a part of the Super Smash Bros. Franchise in the near future. Hopefully, they do bring out a new Super Smash Bros. Franchise not far away, but I'm assuming it's going to be on the next video gaming console. So we'll have to wait and see how far into the future that goes. Until then, I hope you did enjoy this countdown. Yes, it's controversial, but we've all got to do something like that just to spice things up on the internet. Wouldn't you agree? We've all got to have our opinions heard, just so long as that people aren't so highly judgmental about attacking others and, not putting people down about their choices. So don't forget, this was my opinion. I wanted to share it with you because I'm not afraid to share it. So go ahead and leave your comments about what you tell me which character you think should be part of the franchise, and I'll tell you if it's an agree or a disagree. But I think it's more likely I would agree, because there are thousands of video game characters that should be in Smash Brothers. It's like bringing the whole video game concept of all the characters together into one. So it could be very amazing if we brought more characters in to heighten up the roster and make it just as strong as ever. So I hope you enjoyed this countdown, and until next time, love you 3000. Mwah. See you later, everyone. Have a good weekend.